Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day one of the Geneva International Auto Show. I am extremely excited, not only because this is my favorite car show, but also because it seems like every major manufacturer is launching something exciting. From Lamborghini to Ferrari to McLaren to Aston Martin to Bugatti, Koenigsegg. It's going to be a crazy show. But check this out. I'm at the Intercontinental Hotel, courtesy of McLaren, and look what just showed up just in the lobby. We've got a beautiful Lamborghini Urus and then an incredibly rare and beautiful color EB110. You definitely don't see these very often. Then we've got Lathyrus P's Nürburgring Edition Lexus LFA and of course his Zonda over there. What a collection of cars just sitting here in the parking lot. I can't imagine what this would be like to drive. One of the cars high on my list to review. Such an interesting, unique looking car. Wow. We were chatting over dinner last night about just how impressive the LFA Nürburgring Edition truly is. To run a 714 around the Nürburgring so many years ago is unbelievably impressive for a multitude of reasons. One, because of its power output, but mostly because of the advancement in tire technology and transmission technology since then. Some experts were saying if we took modern day tire technology like the Cup 2R and put it on the Nürburgring Edition LFA, we might advance it by 7 or 8 seconds around the ring just from tires alone. The aero package that the Nürburgring Edition comes with is so cool. Look at that carbon fiber rear spoiler. One of the absolute best sounding cars in the world, and yet another car that I would love to review. About to head into the show now and wanted to check out this beautiful Rolls-Royce Phantom and Rolls-Royce Ghost. Now, I don't believe they're revealing any new cars this year. It's all about being bespoke, but I can't wait until the new generation of Rolls-Royce Ghost and Wraith come to fruition. While I've only driven the Phantom one time, it still was one of the most memorable experiences. It's actually really nimble for such a big vehicle, and a big part of that is due to its rear wheel steering. All right, let's head inside. There is so much to look at and do at the Geneva Auto Show, so many launches that I'm breaking this up into multiple videos. So I'm gonna highlight one car, I believe, in each video in depth for you guys to learn about. I always love stopping by the Mansouri stand as they always have some absolutely wild cars on display. But this actually is one of their most tasteful, subdued, yet epic looking body kits I've seen so far on this Aventador S. Check out all the forged carbon panels. I love the subtle green accents, and those wheels are incredible. As you can see, not all the builds are quite as subtle as that Aventador is. Look how wild the color and body kit on that is. Check this Aventador out. We've got an Aventador kind of mixed with a Sesto Elemento and a Veneno all at the same time. Got kind of Veneno style wheels and then Sesto Elemento elements with the red accents. That is one crazy looking Urus. So last year at the Geneva Auto Show, we got our first look at the AMG GT63. I was a bit disappointed since I had just taken delivery of my E63 and had no idea this car was coming, but check out the new wheel option they have for it. It's super polarizing and almost kind of looks like Mercedes Maybach wheels, but on a performance AMG car. Let me know what you guys think of these wheels. A bit of sad news for the S-Class. Behind me is the final edition S65 AMG, meaning it's the last time we will ever see a V12 powering an S-Class. They're only making 130 of these exclusive units in this beautiful black and bronze color scheme, loaded up with every single option, but there's something so special about having a V12 in an S-Class. There's absolutely no point. It's not necessarily any faster than the S63, but that 65 badge, that V12 smoothness, it's freaking awesome. On the inside, we've got that bronze theme continued, weaved within the carbon fiber. That is stunning. Also got a massive center console that runs throughout the back of the cabin, creating 2 captain's chairs. I'm gonna miss the V12 S-Classes. All new for Mercedes this year is the AMG GTR Roadster. They're limiting production, interestingly enough, to just 750 units. So this is going to be incredibly exclusive, more so than a lot of supercars actually. Same power specs as the coupe. It only has a 1 mile per hour lesser top speed than the coupe as well. I think that'd be a fantastic car. Headed off now to the McLaren press conference. Let's see what they've got to unveil. Well, there you go, some unexpected news from McLaren in the form of an entirely new car, seemingly out of nowhere. It doesn't fit in the Sport Series, Super Series, or Ultimate Series. It is a new line. It doesn't have a name yet, but it is a grand touring car meant for long distances and high levels of luxury in the interior. But because it's a McLaren, it's still going to be lightweight, apparently based on some of the Speedtail DNA. It will be exciting to see that car in the future. Check out the interior of this GFG GG80. That is one of the most insane displays I have ever seen. It's actually kind of similar in a sense to the McLaren Speedtail with 5 different displays. Check out that steering wheel. Behind me is the stunning new Automobili Pininfarina Batista. Having designed Ferraris for many, many years, it's incredible to see them produce a hypercar for themselves. It is absolutely stunning from every single angle. The front is beautiful, the butterfly doors, the wheels are unbelievable, and the interior looks incredibly luxurious. And it's as fast as it is stunning. 0 to 60 miles an hour with this all-electric supercar happens in less than 2 seconds. And get this, for horsepower figures, 1,874 horsepower and 1,697 pound-feet of torque with a top speed of 218 miles an hour. Look at how cool the rear end of the Batista is. I love that kind of split rear wing, although it's connected in the center via carbon fiber piece. Underneath this cover is the all-new Koenigsegg, the replacement to the Agera R. I actually got to see a sneak preview of this in England using 3D virtual reality. It was such a cool experience in the showroom. I'm not going to be going over it in this video, but in the next video to follow, you'll learn all about the new car. Active aero is a common theme in today's supercars and hypercars, and the Zenvo TSR has the craziest rear wing in the business. It is a 4-way adjustable centripetal wing. Just check out the way that thing looks. Not only can it tilt like this, it's also able to change positions that way as well. Pagani is known for their breathtaking carbon fiber work, but this matte blue carbon might just be the best looking carbon fiber I have ever seen in my entire life. Just check that out. The last couple years have been all about hypercars. It's amazing how many different manufacturers are giving their take on what it means to be a hypercar. This is the C2 from Remot, all electric, and get this, 1,914 horsepower, 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1.85 seconds, and the quarter mile in 9.1 seconds. That is the benefit of the all-electric powertrain. Instant torque at no RPMs. The 0 to 60 time is off the charts. I gotta say, guys, if you can only make it to one auto show in the entire year, it is worth it to come to Geneva. The show is absolutely insane. If you can make it to 2 shows, Goodwood and Geneva are the shows to go to. And then if you can make it to 3, you gotta include Monterey Car Week, Pebble Beach as well. This has to be the coolest modern day Mercedes ever made. 2009 Mercedes SLR Sterling Moss. They took the normal SLR, turned it up to 11, and the result is unbelievable. Check out some of the unique features of this car. For one, we have these epic side exit exhausts, and look at the size of the windscreen. That has to be the world's smallest windscreen. That's hilarious. And then underneath this cover is actually a secondary seat. It's actually crazy how similar the Ferrari SP1 looks to the Sterling Moss. And now we head to the car with the simplest name and the most expensive price tag. Let's roll to the Bugatti stand. Behind me might be the craziest car of the entire show. It is the one-off Bugatti La Voiture Noire, which translates to the black car in French. It is the most expensive new car ever made, with a mouth-watering price tag of $12.5 million before tax. Now, it's based on the Bugatti Divo, which means it has a 16-cylinder engine, 1,500 horsepower, and a top speed of above 250 miles an hour. But the point of this car is to commemorate 110 years of Bugatti, but at the same time, hark back to a legendary car of the 1930s, the Type 57 SC Atlantic. They only made 4 of these, the second of which was driven by Jean Bugatti and was eventually lost in 1938, making it actually the most valuable car of all time if found. Apparently, it's worth around $100 million if they could find it. You can see stylistic elements that are reminiscent of the Type 57 SC Atlantic in this Bugatti La Voiture Noire via the central spine that runs along the entire front to the rear of the car. It actually extends throughout the windshield as well with a single mounted windshield wiper. Let's do a walk around of this car and go over some of the feature differences between this and a normal Bugatti. 12.5 million, that is unbelievable. The front of La Voiture Noire is absolutely stunning, kind of similar to the Divo, although we have entirely new headlights that look like they have an infinite amount of LEDs on the left and to the right. Also have a completely new hood design. It honestly looks like something that Darth Vader or Batman would drive. There you can see that central spine, just like the Type 57 SC, that runs all along the car from the front to the back. We have some of the coolest looking wheels in the business that, interestingly, they continued that pattern onto the tires themselves. Now, on the side of this car, we've gotten rid of the signature C shape in favor of a smaller curvature here that kind of looks a little bit like a Veyron, and a new vent in the front as well. Where it really gets different is the rear of the car. Check out this taillight that runs the entire length of the rear and looks absolutely stunning, as does the vented cover for the engine bay. We've got Bugatti in huge letters on the back and 6 tailpipes, which is to commemorate some Type 57s that had 6 tailpipes. Others had 5. Despite the fact that it is based on the Chiron, Bugatti claims this is much more of a grand tourer than a sports car. So it'll be interesting to see if they did anything with the suspension work, although I'm not sure if they're gonna actually reveal that to make it more luxurious. Now, no pictures or video have been shown of the interior of the car, so we don't know exactly what it looks like, but I imagine it is quite bespoke. It's amazing to see the difference in performance from the 1930s to now. Back when the Type 57 SC Atlantic was new, its top speed of 125 miles an hour was legendary, and now the car is capable of over 260 miles an hour in today's day and age. I've seen one Type 57 Atlantic in person in my life, and it was absolutely breathtaking. One of my absolute favorite cars. So to see a modern day interpretation of this, that is one lucky customer. So what do you guys think? Did this steal the Geneva Auto Show? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. Also on the stand is the Bugatti Divo, the more track-focused variant of the Bugatti Chiron. This looks absolutely menacing. I love the new front splitter as well as hood design and the lights as well. Then come over to the sides. Check out the side skirts. Of course, we've got fender vents, and then around back, look at that rear wing. The Devo has some of the coolest taillights in the business. And then over here we have the 110th anniversary of Bugatti Edition Chiron with its own paint job. We've got the French flag on there, as well as on the rear wing in all dark blue matte carbon fiber. That looks amazing. All right guys, what would you take? 110th anniversary, the Devo, or La Voiture Noire? And one thing you really can't tell on camera is the fact that the entire car is in black carbon fiber. You have to look really close to notice it. When I originally saw the Devo at Pebble Beach, I was kind of taken aback, but the design has totally grown on me, and I think I would take the Devo over the $12.5 million car any day of the week. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed day one at the Geneva Auto Show with all of the epic reveals. Stay tuned for more. There is so much content to show you guys from this amazing car show. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.